Thank you, Vince. It's great to be here with everybody today. Thank you coming out in the afternoon. I know a lot of people have busy lives, but wanted to say thank you for doing that. And as you know, I've made a choice for my Lieutenant Governor candidate. We had several good people who were interested in the position. At the end of the day, there was one person who stood out, and that was Cheryl Allen. She's a woman who I've known actually for almost 10 years. We served together on the Utah Office of Child Care Advisory Committee together, and I recognized her as a woman who cared about early childhood education. Recognized her as a woman who could work across the aisle, work with both sides of the aisle, and recognized that she was somebody who deeply cared about the state of Utah as I do. And she's got some great credentials, and I'm gonna read them here real quick, not so I don't leave anything out. But while I read them, her husband John is here with us today as well. John, want you give a little wave so we welcome John as well. Well, I have him here, but oh, here we go. Most importantly, she's a great family lady. She's a mother of 4. She's got 7 grandchildren. 7 grandchildren, 3 of whom I've met this morning. She is an outdoor enthusiast. Apparently, she can outwalk the average person. So we're going to have a tough time keeping up with each other on this campaign. She's a Utah Jazz fan as well. Her husband's actually the chief statistician for the Utah Jazz. She's been a long time or a lifelong resident of Utah. She has long pioneer roots in Utah as well. Her ancestors settled Bountiful. She's been an elementary school teacher. She's worked in higher education as well. She's the executive director of the Davis School Foundation now, Davis District Foundation. She's just all around great lady, and somebody who I've gotten to know, as I said, over the years, and somebody I respect very deeply. And I'd like to introduce you to Representative Cheryl Allen, the next Lieutenant Governor of the state of Utah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this warm welcome, and I realize that I am a new entity for you. But when this gentleman held out his hand to me and said, "Will you be my running mate, and let's do so in a collaborative fashion?" And that's a voice that I wanted to share with the state of Utah. I think our rhetoric is too harsh. I think we need to turn down that harsh rhetoric and turn up the caring, and that's what Peter Corroon will allow us to do. I have a passion for education. I've talked with a few of you already that share that passion. That's been my lifelong career in one place or another, starting out with teaching, and because that is so elementary, so basic to Utah, and so basic to economic development, we want to preach that message loud and clear. Economic development and education go hand in hand. And in this valley, and how beautiful it is, and I love to come to Logan, to your Utah Opera Festival. My husband and I have hiked the Wellsville Mountains, and we've done some trails on the way to Bear Lake, and a lot around Bear Lake. So this feels like home. You've greeted me warmly. I promise to work very, very hard to get this man elected governor. We live in a great state, but we need a strong governor who will sometimes tell the legislature, which I love, heck no. He's going to do that, and I'm going to.
Most of the Utahns are moderate. They do have a high expectation for a governor who is reasonable, and I think Peter will bring that. So after I thought about it a little while, that was the wagon I wanted to be on.
I think this is so exciting.
Frank, what do you think?
He made a good choice. It's going to be a bridge builder, and wow, I think he's ready to start moving and start going through the state and bringing people together, and that's what he's all about. So.
Thank you again to all of you. Again, this is going to be a fun race, a tough race, but we're gonna put on our good sneakers. We're going to work hard. We're going to bring some independence to the state of Utah, be a voice for those citizens that oftentimes go unheard, and we're going to reach across the aisle. We're going to work hand in hand together to make sure we represent all the citizens of Utah. And traveling the state, the one thing I did hear was that people want us to work together. People are sick of the politics. They're sick of the political shrill, as Representative Allen said earlier today, and they just want government to work properly, to be efficient, effective, and work with all people. So that's the message we're going to take. As Representative Allen, I'm already stealing all her quotes. She said, we're going to preach the gospel of inclusiveness, collaboration, and cooperation. And I think that's a great way to state the message.